The Reality of Los Angeles, Part 9. How white people and all other races of people treat blacks in LA. Now, this is probably going to be a short video because a lot of the stuff I'm going to say in this video you've probably already heard many times before. You've already experienced it yourself as a black person. We've talked about it a lot of times, especially when it concerns white people. Everything that's ever been said about white people, you can definitely apply that into LA. White people definitely discriminate in everything, and they act a certain way. Now, the reason why I'm just now bringing this up, as opposed to like me bringing up Hispanic, Latino people, and Asian people and how they treat black people in LA, because I believe, feel, observe, experienced that they tend to be the most racist in LA. They are the worst when it comes to racism toward black people. That's why I mentioned them first. I did that to let the black people from other parts of the country, whether it's down south or the Midwest or the East Coast, or basically places where it's you primarily have experienced discrimination from white people, which is the case all across America. So you might come to LA like, okay, expecting the worst from white people. Now, there are a lot more good white people you'll run into. I think you will find some good white people here in LA. Not a whole lot, not many, but you will find some. Most white people, the white people that live in the greater Los Angeles area, follow along with this political leaning, liberal political leaning platform and beliefs. Make no mistake, being a liberal, a white person being liberal, that does not make them not racist. They could still be racist and be liberal. That's not really talked about. But some white people will try to say, "Oh, well, I'm liberal, so I can't be racist." No. Even though the Democrat Party and the especially the liberal side of the Democrat Party, they like to say that, but that's not necessarily the case, especially in LA. LA touts itself as a liberal city. Most people here do vote Democrat, but that does not mean they like your black ass. Don't even think that. LA is only liberal when it comes to feminism, gay rights, not liking Trump or the Republican Party. They're even liberal when it comes to, like, okay, the white businessman who owns his own business, let's say. And it's not really that many white people who own their own business here. It's usually Asians and a few Hispanics. But the white man who owns his own business, who has a lot of Hispanic people working for him, he'll be like, "Oh, I'm liberal. I treat my Hispanic workers good. Therefore, I'm liberal. I'm concerned about the well-being of Latino people." So LA is liberal like that. But when it comes to black people, no, they're not liberal toward your black ass. Maybe toward a black woman, although I think that's about to come to an end pretty soon these days with what's going on lately. But maybe the black woman, but most definitely the Lucius, the gay black man. If you're a straight black man, you're not getting no thought, no nothing. You're a threat. You're nobody. You're not valued unless you're got lots of money or you're rich and famous. So yeah, but out of the white people who do believe in the whole quote unquote liberalism, you will find some that actually believe in that really believe in that wholeheartedly, and they really do care about black people. Now, of course, on the same token, they're still going to be into feminism or support feminism or support gay rights, but in that particular instance, you just take the bad with the good. It is what it is. At that point, you're like, whatever, I don't care, as long as you're not tripping on me because of the color of my skin. That's all I care about. I'm not saying, I'm looking for acceptance either. I know there's people out there like, you're looking for white acceptance. Really? You know what, to be quite honest, if you live in America and you really like seriously, you work in a job, you work in customer service, you're trying to get things done with yourself, you kind of are looking for white acceptance to a certain degree. Not like a white folks nigga or a coon, but why would anyone say that? What are you really trying to say? I'm just talking about how white people treat blacks in LA. That's it. It's not a matter of acceptance. It's a matter of not being fucked with because of the color of your skin. I'm going to say it again. It's not a matter of acceptance, but it's a matter of not being fucked with because of the color of your skin. What's wrong with that? That's all I care about. I don't care about acceptance. I care about not being fucked with because I'm black. So that's the deal with the white people. Now the other races of people, this would be the Middle Easterners, people from India, from those places. The Middle East, India, Pakistan, that sort of thing. So those group of people, it's been talked about a lot too. I think you can find this in any big city all across America. And I mean, what I'm about to say here is nothing new. Yes, they treat black people a certain kind of way here in LA as well. You usually run into this when you go into one of their businesses, like a liquor store or some other like cleaners or laundromat. Although usually it's the Koreans or Chinese who have those sort of businesses. But you also find some of that with the liquor stores. Also, a lot of the Middle Eastern people, they don't really deal with us like that. They don't just deal with us like that. They try to avoid us, to be quite honest. If they are a liquor store owner, okay, so be it. It's the Koreans and the Chinese who are in that business for the most part here in LA. Wherever black people spend their money, we get disrespected and treated like shit. Now, I'm gonna say this, it doesn't make it right, but you do have a lot of raggedy black people here in LA. You do. Um, Whoever is your customer and they spending their money at your business, making you rich, you should at least just be decent enough where the customer can come in, do what they need to do, get what they need to get, pay for it, and leave. All that extra stuff is bullshit. But yeah, you do have a lot of black people here that make all other black people look bad too. I'm not saying that you should base it on that, but there you go. But yeah, this is a short video. I don't really need to talk too much. I combined white people with the Middle Eastern and Arab people because I just wanted to, it's a short video. We already know how white people treat us all across America. The difference is white people here, if they are racist, this is real important. If a white person is racist, they're going to be racist and they're not going to call you nigger. Not to your face anyway, because white people here are very passive aggressive and scary acting. They're scared of black people. I think white folks down south and maybe the East Coast, they might be afraid of black folks, but just to a certain degree. But white people on the East Coast, they have a lot of attitude, a lot of strength, and they have balls. The women too. The women have major ovaries, and the men have balls. More balls than the white people have out here. White people are kind of like pussies. They're scary. They're afraid. But that's pretty much it. They're going to be racist in the form of not being your friend, although you will find a lot of good white people who will be your friend, who will be genuine. But it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the two, because the ones who are racist, they're fake and phony, and you have to be able to discern the difference between the two. And then the Middle Eastern people and the Indian people, yeah, I mean, many black folks have already talked about them and complained, and yeah, they're the same way here in LA. There really isn't much to talk about on that. But I just wanted to cover that, and that is pretty much all I want to talk about. And I'm gonna do another video, a final video concerning the reality of Los Angeles. So stay tuned for that one, and like, share, and subscribe. Make a comment. You agree or disagree? A lot of my views, my personal views on life, I do talk about it here on YouTube. And I know that not a lot of people is going to disagree, is going to agree with it, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But that's what YouTube is here for. So that is all I gotta say. Neck of the woods. Have a great day.